Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am starting the AIP diet. I'm really excited, hoping for some healing for my lingering skin sun allergy. So I am going to film a full day of eating, what I eat. I'm going to leave a link down below to a blog post where I'll write all the recipes and my thoughts and everything that goes on in day one. The last few videos I shared my planning and my prepping, getting all ready, so hopefully today will go without any issues. But yeah, first off, let's go and make breakfast. And breakfast day one, I'm making a big veggie breakfast hash. I have been vegetarian for the past few months, so I think I need a little bit of help slowly having bit more meat and chicken in the morning. So my plan is I'm going to make a big veggie breakfast hash and then have a cup of chicken stock with just a little bit of chicken on the side. So I'm just having little bits, just slowly getting used to having meat chicken in the mornings. So yeah, I'm going to make a big veggie breakfast hash. We've got apple, I've got a sweet potato, we've got garlic, I'm going to have a bit of avocado on the side and some onion too, most of which are organic. It just depends what I could find at the supermarket. And yeah, let's get prepping. I'm starting my breakfast hash with coconut oil in a frying pan. I've chopped onion, garlic, getting it starting to soften while I peel and chop my sweet potato and apple. And meanwhile, I've put some chicken stock onto bubble. I've got a bit of chicken in there as well, and I'm just going to let this come up to boil, bubble away a bit. So I've got a cup of stock ready to go too. I've added in the peeled, chopped sweet potato. It's all bubbling away. I'm just going to add coconut oil as needed. You can add a bit of salt. In a little bit, I might add some cinnamon too for some lovely flavour. And now that everything's starting to soften, I've added in one peeled and very roughly chopped apple, and I'm going to cook everything until it's lovely and golden. My breakfast hash is looking beautiful, golden, smells pretty amazing. I'll give it another minute or so and then move it off onto plates. Okay, breakfast is done and ready. Smells pretty amazing. We've got all the beautiful apple, sweet potato and all the veggies there. Smells so good. A bit of avocado on the side, and I've got a little bowl full of chicken soup as well to round out the meal and have some healthy proteins along with all those lovely vegetables. So that is my breakfast. Keep watching for all my meals and snacks and anything else that I eat through the day today on my first day on AIP. I'm going to make lunch soon, but before making lunch I thought I would prep dinner. I'm going to make a lovely honey chicken. I've got these free-range chicken thighs. It's 800 grams, which is just under or around 2 pounds. I'm going to grate a bit of garlic and ginger. We've got salt. I've got some raw honey and coconut aminos, which is like an AIP friendly soy sauce, tamari, but you can use those. If you're not following the AIP diet and you want to make this lovely dish, you can use tamari or soy sauce instead. And I've got honey. And yeah, okay, so I'm going to pop everything into my dish. You can mix it all together in a Ziploc if you want, but I'm quite happy. I've got my dish over there. I'm quite happy just combining everything in my dish, give it a good toss through, and yeah, see from there. So I've popped my chicken thighs into my dish over there, and I'm making up a marinade. I've got a couple of tablespoons of my coconut aminos, a big tablespoon of honey. We've got that all mixing through, and now I'm going to add a couple of garlic cloves. I'm just going to crush them over in my garlic crusher. Crushed my garlic in there, and we'll just mix it through the marinade. Smells so lovely. Mix all the garlic through, and now I'm just going to grate a bit of ginger over. Mix the grated ginger through. It smells amazing. And now we'll just pour the marinade over the chicken, and then we'll mix it through so it's well incorporated. Okay, my chicken is completely covered in the marinade. You could definitely do this in a Ziploc. It just makes it a bit easier, but I'm quite happy saving the plastic and just doing it in my dish here. And you could do this the night before. You could do it in the morning while you're making breakfast, while you're waiting for breakfast to cook. Just have it all prepped. So now when it comes to dinner time, I just pop the oven on, pop it in the oven, and I've got a lovely chicken dish ready to go. So that's going to marinate in the fridge the rest of today, and I'm going to get on and make lunch. And for lunch, I'm making egg roll in a bowl. I made this heaps through keto. This is such a lovely lunch to have. You could make a whole huge batch of it on Sunday, fill containers, and you can take it out to work for lunch. I used to make this for my husband all the time. For work, I'd make a few containers full on Sunday, and then for days he would have lunch, but we're home today, so I'm just making it fresh at home. I've really just got my beef mince here. I'm using coconut aminos. In my keto days, I use sesame oil and tamari, so you could use both of those if you want instead, but I'm going to be using coconut oil and coconut aminos. I've got a bit of salt and cabbage, and there's loads of variations of ingredients you can include instead, and in the blog post down below I'll give loads more ideas, but I just want to keep it simple for day one, so I'm going to just start browning my mince. I've got some coconut oil melted in the frying pan. I've added in my meat. I've added a whole lot of salt onto it, and I'm just going to get it browning. While the mince is browning, I'm just going to chop up my cabbage as fine as I can. You could pop it in a food processor if you want. You could also grate some carrots, some spring onions, some onion, garlic, whatever you like. I'm just keeping it simple today. The mince is mostly browned, and now I'll add in the cabbage. I've added in the cabbage along with a couple of tablespoons of my coconut aminos. I'm just going to toss it through. It does look like the pan's quite full, but it does reduce down and soften, and you just get left with a lovely dish. And just give it a good toss from time to time. You can add a bit more coconut oil, a bit of olive oil, salt. You can add some grated ginger if you want, some grated garlic. There's so many just options to add more flavor, but I just find that cabbage with the meat, with a bit of the coconut aminos, is so flavorful. I'm happy with that. All the cabbage is nicely cooked, and the meat too. We'll serve it off onto plates now. Okay, and that is my lunch, my lovely egg roll in a bowl, and you could definitely pop this into a container. I've made enough here for a few days, so there'll be leftovers for a few days for lunch as well. It's just such a yum lunch, and I will catch up with you this afternoon. I will definitely be having a snack, which I'll show you next. That lunch was lovely and filling, and now I'm going to make some sort of a mango smoothie bowl ice cream. I've got a whole bag of frozen mango in there and a whole can of coconut milk. It's creamy up there and it's a bit more milky down there, so I'm not quite sure the texture, but we're going to give it a mix and see how it comes out. Okay, let's see how this goes. Pop it on. Okay, it looks pretty creamy. I'd say more like ice cream than a smoothie. Let me just pour it out and see how it looks. Okay, it looks like ice cream or smoothie bowl. Have a taste, see if you want to add honey maple syrup to it. Otherwise, I'm just going to pour it and we'll serve it out into bowls. I've served out 4 little portions. You can see it's kind of a cross between a smoothie and ice cream, and it's just going to make a lovely sweet afternoon snack. It is now time for dinner. I've got the oven slowly preheating behind me. It makes a lot of noise. It's been preheated to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 Fahrenheit. I've got all of my chicken thighs out of the fridge over here. I'm just going to flip them all over so they cook on the underside first. It's going to go into the preheated oven first for 25 minutes. Then we're going to flip it over and do it for a final 20. And I will show you the veggies I'll be serving on the side. I'm just thinking ahead to meals tomorrow, so I want to cook this whole pumpkin, butternut pumpkin. I'm going to chop it up, roast the whole thing, and I'll have some with dinner tonight, and then the rest will go into soup tomorrow. So I've just very roughly chopped up all that butternut pumpkin. I've drizzled over some olive oil and some salt, and it's going to go in the oven for the same time as the chicken, which is over here. I'm just waiting for the oven to come up to temperature, and once it's up to temperature, we'll pop it all in for 25 minutes. The chicken and pumpkin's been in the oven for 25 minutes. I'm just going to flip everything over just like that. Everything's looking nice and golden. I added a bit more salt. You can add a bit more olive oil if you think it needs it, but I'm quite happy with how it's going. And it'll go back into the oven for another 20 minutes or until it's golden and crispy to your liking. It's all out of the oven. It looks pretty amazing. I can't wait to serve myself a portion.
And there you go, beautiful piece of chicken, some pumpkin and a nice side of greens just to kind of balance it out. And a lovely way to end my first full day on the AIP diet. I've really enjoyed the meals and definitely being prepared with my chicken stock and with other elements, making sure my fridge is stocked has definitely helped make it easier as well. And I've written everything that I've cooked today, recipes, everything will be in the blog post down below. And make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and comment to let me know what AIP videos you'd like me to film to share with you. I look forward to reading your comments. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.